Oh, hi everybody. Welcome back to another Kevin's Creations from Geektopia Island. I'm your host, Kevin.
And I'm the other host, William.
And we're here today going through a revamp of one of the older decks that we had, the Pandora deck back in the day that we made.
Looks like we're taking out the red and adding a green here.
Yeah, we changed it a little bit just to make it more viable and now in the new meta, which is all about elves and little dudes. So, I mean, we're getting there.
And you know, like, as you said, the new meta and everything, everyone using green because, you know, the Windstone is, like, super powerful right now.
Yeah.
It kind of blows the competition away, if you would say.
I hate you.
Yeah.
I hate you so much.
And with that, we'll get into it.
Yeah. With that, we'll go to it. Oh man.
Pandora.
Pandora is the ruler. She judgments for white, and as long as you have 3 golems, she can judgment. That's her only stipulation on it. But it's 1 white, and then she energizes for 1 white, and the ability of hers is you can pay 0. Target golem is mobilized for the turn.
Pretty good.
And that can be done on your turn or on their turn. You can only do it once per turn. So I mean, you're like, cool, that dude gets mobilized.
Yeah.
Go.
And I paid less for him too, so he's super powerful.
Yeah. And she judgments for 1 when you have 3 golems, and she turns into a 10/20 J ruler. Girl got a booty.
Yeah.
Golems you control are mobilized, and if damage will be dealt to a golem, it's dealt to her instead. And then her ability on the backside is you get to pay 4, and all your golems get +4/+4.
Yeah, and hence why the good old 20 life there.
Yeah.
Cause so she can just soak up everything.
Yeah, because she's going to soak up all the damage your golems take. So if she flips, most likely your dudes are not going to die unless they just straight kill her.
Yeah.
But thankfully at the moment, there's not a J ruler, just kill her. But who knows, next set there may be. We'll find out what happens.
Yeah.
But until then, Pandora gets to be all that in the back of everything.
Sounds good. Now the first creature, okay. We get it. It's not a golem, alright? Don't yell at us. But it's still a very useful creature.
Yeah.
Flute's Water Dragon. Tell us about this little guy.
Alright, Flute's Water Dragon is a 1 blue. He's just a little dude. Little dragon for Flute. And his main ability is to tap and call a stone. That way your ruler doesn't have to. And he is a 1/4. And if you have Ciel 5, he becomes a 5/8.
Yep. And with flying.
With flying. Well. So later on in the game, he becomes a big beater, but otherwise he just taps to get a stone.
Yeah.
And even when he has that seal, you may just still want to call stone, because it's good.
Because would you say that we want to flip Pandora when we can?
Yeah.
And then with Flute, we can just keep calling stones.
Yeah, and the big thing is you want to always have a stone, because all of your golems are going to have to be paid for to attack or block.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you still have to mobilize all your dudes. And I mean, you'll get 1 free with Pandora, but still.
Alright. The next creature, also we're going to go ahead and do this one, not a golem, but also very useful, Mikay.
Yeah, Mikay is the little cat from the newest set, and he is amazing.
Yes.
2 mana for a 2/2.
Yep.
And he comes into play, you look at the top 3, put 1 in your hand, and the others in the bottom. In a random order.
Yeah.
And he can sacrifice himself to shoot a Resonator for 4.
Yeah.
Amazing value.
Yeah.
The dude has got Value City.
Just for 2 mana.
Yeah. 2 mana of Value City. Great.
Heck yeah. Alright, the next one. We'll start here. The Magic Light Warrior. Costs 1. He's a 6/6, and that's what I meant by costing less, because your power and defense is not equal to the amount of mana you're paying for. But anyways, I digress. Mobilize for 1. But with her, it's free, so.
Yeah, he's a 6/6 for 1. It's real good.
Yeah. The next little guy, Magic Sword Warrior, kind of his bigger brother, costs 2, 8/6. He has first strike though.
Yeah.
So of course you get bigger power. Who cares about defense because you're hitting harder?
Yeah, you get first strike. So on attack, that dude's gonna be swinging and get first strike. So don't kill my dudes.
Yeah. The next guy, Conjure Construction. It's not a creature per se. It's a chant. You pay 3, but you get 3 5/5 light golems.
Yeah. The main reason you play this is so you can be like 3 of those, and then you have Pandora flipped easily.
Yeah.
Because you just have 3 to flip, so you're just like, great, 3 mana, do this, pay 1 mana to judgment her. All 3 of those 5/5s don't take damage, because it all goes to her.
Yeah.
Great.
Which is awesome. And it looks like the last guardian we have, it's a variant Tower Garden here. Different, of course, costs 4, 8/8. It has Barrier, which is awesome, and Mobilize 2.
Yeah. It is. So there's two different Tarot Guardians. We're using the variant one because it always has barrier,
Yeah.
whereas the other one can get barrier. It's kind of meh, but this one just always has it. Your turn, my turn. Don't
Doesn't
target
matter.
it.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's super good in that regard, and yeah, he mobilizes for free with Pandora because why not?
Heck yeah. And what's the first green spell that will benefit from this
All right,
color
so
change?
the main reason we changed to green, one of the bigger cards in the set or the deck is True Blade of Spirits. Y'all have seen this card everywhere. I first didn't think it was that good, but then I saw it played and I was like, oh my god, that card is amazing. So it's 1 green quick cast and it has Remnant, so it can be played again from your graveyard. And it deals 5 damage to target Resonator with total 2 cost or less. So they're playing elves, you can kill that elf for 1 green, flash it back, kill that elf for 1 green. Or they're playing any kind of little dudes like Mikays or Tamas or Flute Water Dragon. Any number of little dudes,
Yeah.
you just just kill them. Boop, 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 all of them.
Yeah, I remember picking that one up in a draft. It was very useful. Very
Yeah.
fun.
I originally thought it wasn't that good, but I was wrong. I was sadly wrong. So just remember, some cards look better and some cards look worse, but you'll find out.
Oh yeah. And if you want to use it 3 times in a turn, then we'll do a Spinning Aquasol. 1
Yeah.
blue quick cast. Put target chant from your graveyard to your hand.
Yeah, so I mean,
Pretty
like,
good.
you can put it back before you remnant it, so you're like, great, play it again, get
Yeah.
an extra value out of it, because why not?
Yeah. Pretty awesome. The next chant we have, optional possession. Always makes me giggle when I hear that. Quick cast, Remnant as well. The optional part of possessing is flying. You get to choose flying, precision, or first strike. To target J Resonator, gains +2/+2. And there you go. Until
And
end
it
of turn.
shows an ability, so it's super good because it gets you that final little that you
yeah.
need. And when you're attacking, you're just like, this dude gets first strike. Go.
Yeah.
Thanks. You're like, oh, you blocked with a 10-10? Great, my 8-8 gets +2/+2 in first strike. It's now dead.
Yeah.
And my dude lives.
And Remnant as well, so you're swinging 2 dudes a turn.
Yeah.
The dude first strike, this guy has flying, he goes in.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
It's one of the better cards that I've seen that I really enjoyed. It's just, does a lot. It does a lot for you.
Yeah, for 1 mana too, 1 blue.
And I mean, it can give Pandora the last little saving grace that she needs to. So if she's taking 20 damage, you're like, she gets +2/+2 and doesn't die. Great.
Yeah.
And then the final green spell that we got in the main deck is Otherworld Dreams.
Because of course.
I mean, it's counterspell.
Yeah.
They still get something from it, but when you counter the spell that you want, so it's counter target spell, they can play a spell equal to or less than the same cost. It's good because it replaces their spell for them, but it gets rid of the spell they wanted.
Yes.
So you got to remember it that way. So like, turn 1, if they play a Tama and you don't want to see a Tama, you could be like, no, get rid of that Tama. Most likely they're not going to have another turn 1 play.
Yeah. And if, say they have another Tama, but that's still 2 cards for 1.
Yeah, I
one
mean, you're
card.
getting more value than they are.
Yeah.
And you can, if you feel so inclined to, you can follow it up with a Severing Winds. We did not run Severing Winds in this because we didn't really just have the room right now. But that is one of the biggest things that you can do, is Otherworld Dreams into a Severing Winds. And then we move into the other spells. The few other spells we got is Dawn of the Earth.
Extremely powerful.
Yeah,
Card.
it does a lot for you.
Yeah.
It's 2 mana, blue and a white, kick cast. Target dude untaps, target Resonator untaps and gets +2/+2 in barrier. And you draw a card. Each one of them draws you a card. If a Resonator would come into play that's not from your hand, it gets removed instead. And you draw a card. Or you can destroy all Regalias your opponent controls for 0 or less. And draw a card. Because why not draw a card everywhere?
Cantrips with abilities.
Yeah,
is
because
awesome.
we always need to draw cards.
Yeah.
But mostly it's there to just give dude +2/+2 in barrier. Because we need to.
Yeah.
Great, let's get there. And with this card, I've seen it killed by turn 4 or turn 5. You just play the 3 mana 5/5 dudes. And you just go to town. I've seen it happen so many times. You can get there so quick. And then the last card we got is Duplication Mirror. It's 4 mana. As this card enters the field, choose a non-magic stone, non-J ruler entity, copy this card.
Yeah.
So
It's a nice filler card, basically. And
yeah,
if you're going against black, or what the definition that we got was like Beelzebub, like something that's super big that you want, well, you can have it too.
Yeah, I mean, if they play something huge that you don't want to deal with or you need one, great, it's mine. Or if you need to just put another variant Tower Guardian down, you have a 5th one.
Yeah.
Because great. Because when 4's not good, 5 is.
Right.
With that, we move into the sideboard. The sideboard's a little different.
It's a little tricky sideboard.
Yeah. So when we sideboard this, we change it from being golems to flying dudes.
Yeah.
Just because they're already going to be ready and set up for dealing with golems, and you're just like, cool, great, we're going to flying now. So you change rulers, actually. So bear with this. You change to the Guardian of the Light Magic Stone. And it's the white dragon from Vingolf. And he judgments for 5. Energizes for white. And when you have a Resonance Light Magic Stone, target Resonator gets +2/+2. That's his front side ruler side. He judgments into a 10/12 with flying, and when he enters the field, destroy all non-magic stones, non-J ruler cards.
Okay. I was wondering why it costs so much to judgment. And
yeah.
There you go.
So he comes in Wrath of Gods and kills literally everything.
Yeah.
So just know that when you do that, you're going to lose your dudes too, but if you need a board wipe, you need a board wipe.
Yeah.
And you have a 10/12 flyer, because great. And with him comes the Dragon Knight Commander Siegfried. He's also from Vingolf, and he's amazing for 3 mana. So 3 mana, 7/7. When this card enters the field, or to recover all dragons you control. That's not what's cool about him. I mean, it's good, but it's not the thing. And then this card gets +8, +6/+6, and flying as long as you control a dragon. So he automatically becomes a 13/13 as long as you're playing the Dragon Ruler. So there you go. 3 mana, 13/13 flyer. Great.
And you said recover a dragon, so potentially you can recover the flipped.
Yeah, you can
later.
play him once you have your ruler flipped. You can recover him after you've attacked for 10.
Yeah, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. The next guy we got is a Ra, the Golden Bird.
We talked about him, I'm pretty sure the last deck that we did.
Yeah, he's super good. He's
good.
2/8 for 2 quick cast flying. Comes into play, change the target speller ability with a single target to him. Whenever this card is targeted with a speller ability, you draw a card by your opponent, not by you. That would be too good.
Yeah.
And then pay 2 mana, change the target spell or ability targeting only this card. So he can make something target him and then send it away to something else. He's super good.
Yeah.
And you get to draw a card from it. Great. But he's there for being the extra flyer to get you the extra flying damage, really. Because you take out all the Golem cards and put in all the flying and a couple of the other cards. With that, we got like some control. We got Zero's Magic Light. 2 mana, remove target attacking or blocking dude.
Pretty good.
Great. Zero's Circle of Protection comes into play. It's an addition. Choose a color. All J Resonators you control gain barrier of that color.
God. It's so good.
It's a good COP. Like that's what it does. All my dudes get pro red.
Yeah.
Don't hit me with red dudes.
Thanks.
And finally, for the aggro decks, we got Amaterasu's Foresight. It's 2 mana quick cast, prevent all damage that will be dealt by J Resonators this turn. It's just good. Like, I mean, fog effects aren't the best usually, but in this format right now where everything's aggro, it's super strong.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you just watched AU go crazy and they don't know you have that, then you're like, great. Discard all your cards to make her a 40 damage or 34 damage. Prevent all damage. Great. Thanks.
You wasted all resources.
Yeah,
cool.
Now you wasted all your cards.
Yeah.
And that's it for the main and the side. With the lands we just got 3 of the white green stone, 2 the magic stone of Gusting Skies. We have 2 magic stone of Deepwood, which is the blue green stone. 4 magic stone of Light Vapors, which is the white blue stone. And then we have 1 stone of the Dragonoids in the sideboard. Or not in the sideboard, in the main board, but it's to help for the sideboard.
Yeah.
Because it gives you the extra white of blue that you'll need. That's really it as far as the Pandora deck. It's super fun. This version's really, it's going to be really fun to test out this weekend. So give us a like and see what you think. The sideboard is a little, we're still working on it, so give us a little break on that. But it's pretty fun.
And that's why it's called Super Secret Tech, because you're just jam it in here and it works, hopefully.
It's so fun to just switch out a whole thing and watch your opponent be like, what?
Yeah.
What do I do? Because I've seen it so many times, it's great. But that's it for today's Kevin's Creations. I'm glad y'all came to join us. Comment down below if you want us to do any certain deck. Let me know.
And of course, the deck list will be below as well.
Yep. And again, I'm your host Kevin.
And I'm William.
And we'll see y'all next week.
Yep. Hopefully you enjoyed the day.
Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, and keep up to date with our future content.
And please join us on our social media and check us out on Twitch.